What's the beeping sound?
Okay. Jack, we as a group wanted to thank you for so willingly preparing meals regularly for us each Sunday. So we had thought about having a This Is Your Life Jack Gray. But then decided that the only one who really could give us the most information about Jack was Jack himself. So, in addition to wanting to thank you, we also wanted to meet Jack Gray up close and personal. So, we have accumulated bits and pieces of your life and thought we would get you to fill in the gap. So, let us begin. Shall we?
We will begin this with a study. It was not only in the middle of winter, but it was also in the middle of a bad storm. The place was Lake Charles at the home of Sue Gray's mother. The day was February 21st, 1923, and the baby boy was born. The proud parents, Earl and Elsa Gray, named him Jack Hickman Gray. So we know you came into this world right in the middle of everything. So now what else can you tell us about your early days in growing up with four brothers?
My aunt and uncle, Archie and Mabel, my aunt was expecting a baby and had a baby the same night. Without knowing it, they both chose the name Jack for the son that was born. They both hired the same midwife, and because my dad got to her before Mabel and Archie had the chance to get to her, we had the midwife. The other baby died in birth. I'm carrying on two Jacks. Two Jacks. Maybe that's the first reference to cooking. 5 boys, of which I am the middle.
Okay. Danny?
Okay. We know you went to Central Elementary School and then to Lake Charles High, and I heard that you were the quarterback for their football team. Tell us more about your school days and especially your skill as quarterback.
It's Mike. No, I was not quarterback. I was center. I was calling the signals from center position. I was.
You call the signals?
I called the signals. I gave the plays. I called the signals from the center position. The only one that I really remember is when we beat Lake Charles High. This is Central School, grammar school. When we beat the Lake Charles High B team. Can I boast?
Yes, please. That's what we want.
We beat them 6-0. I scored the point.
Hey!
That center, I recovered the punt that I blocked in the end zone.
Hey, did you know all these things? Okay. Would you like to meet Jack Gray up close and personal? Yeah.
A little bird told me that Jack Gray served in the Air Force. Would you tell us where you went and what you did?
I enlisted into the Air Force during my senior year of high school, good high school, and got my diploma after I was in the service. I went to basic training over Mississippi and had a delay en route to my first station, which was Lake Charles. I spent the first 3 months in Lake Charles, stationed at the Air Force base here. The next 3 years at Victoria, Texas. My efficiency as being stationed at Victoria is shown by the fact that no Japanese got that Victoria.
I'm so glad we're taking this. Richard.
We know you're married to Ann Gray and you had 2 sons, Brian and Steve, and a daughter, Patty.
Can you recall some humorous events in raising 3 kids?
The first humorous thing about the whole thing is that I raised them. That's a joke. My children raised themselves. Really. I hope it proves to be an advantage to be anyway.
Can you recall any, Patty, you want to add? Okay.
Well, my brother Sidney had six children, and my brother Tommy had 4. They're twins and another boy and a girl. And whenever the great children got together, they were unknown things that was happening. Such things as contests of chewing up food, sticking out the tongue and saying what it is. Yes. Very true. I was handkerchief, was it, or was it?
Sandy.
Looks me.
We know your talents are many. And one of them are your performances in the 2 Lions Club productions. What roles did you play, and what else can you tell us about your acting career?
I mean, that's a 2? 6, I think. The first 6 operas put on by the Charles Lions Club, I had parts. And the first 2, I had a leading role. I mean, a role in the leading. The first one, most of them were Gilbert and Sullivan operas. The first one was The Gondoliers, of which my brother Sidney and I were the Gondoliers.
Did the boat sink?
No, but we had to do a little dance out in front of the gondola, and Sidney's garter broke. He was trying to dance and pull up his stocking at the same time. I enjoyed the experience of being in. We also had put on, there was a professor at McNeese who wrote, that set to music, Hans Christian Andersen's Snow Queen. And we performed the first presentation of the opera Snow Queen, written by Gabriello. I think it was based on the theater. And I was one of the pirates.
You weren't the Snow Queen.
And my picture was on the New Orleans Time-Picayune magazine section, front page. Along with about 4 people.
Okay, Sandy, our question.
You know that Princess Ink had forfeited blood for you. We had owned Alpha Printing Company and Princess Anne Supply. How do you get started in this field, and tell us about what you do?
Al's Printing Company, of course, is the printing company that my father started in '29 during the Depression on an upstairs front porch in my home in Cole Street, which is now Billboard. He had a little press and some type up on the screen front porch, and he started that business there. He also worked to supplement his salary as a minister at the American Press. He was a 9-to-5 operator there. And he went into business with Mr. Guidry, in forming the Alta Printing Company, which was named after my mother. My first job in the printing company was going up and down Ryan Street with a jackhammer and tacks and a bunch of funeral notices and jack into the utility poles. So this is the way people got them. Back in '02, this is the way people got their notice. There wasn't going to be a funeral. And that was my first experience.
Okay, we understand that some of your interests are folding paper into little bitty folds. And you like watching Days of Our Lives, and you like kids, and you like to cook. We also heard you went hunting recently, and when you were asked if you got anything, your reply was yes to big mosquitoes. I'm trying to find a recipe for mosquito gumbo. Is that true, Jack?
Yeah.
Okay. My first question is, are we going to be served mosquito gumbo on Sunday morning, Sunday evening? And my second question is, would you tell us more about your hunting?
Are you going to be served mosquito gumbo? I don't say no. I mean, it's a possibility. If I can figure out how to get around them without being stung, because the last time I got mosquitoes, I had to take medicine for several days. I broke out in the rash. So I got to figure out how to get around that thing. Hobbies. Changing diapers.
What about this paper folding? Tell me more about that. Is
That's just keeping my hands busy.
That's not, I'm telling you.
If this was a piece of paper, I'd be rolling it up and folding it into break. No, that's just nervous energy.
We also know that one of your dreams was to be a preacher, and although you've never become an ordained minister, you serve as a minister in many, many ways. How about college is you ago?
No, I've delivered a couple of sermons, but no, I just don't say that. I've talked a couple of times. I have taught since I was in freshman in high school. I've taught in Sunday school class. I've spent over 25 years of my life as a choir director, some of the most rewarding experiences.
I think that merits an applause.
What's my favorite hymn? I have several. I expect I could have a hard time. One of my favorites is, I know that my Redeemer liveth.
Okay, Carol, we skipped her so you don't mind. I gave it to the wrong Carol.
Now that we know something more about your past, what can you tell us about your creative thoughts for the future?
How am I going to get there? I spent a lot of time in how do you say this? In trying to enjoy what I do. And I work at trying to, maybe that's because I don't enjoy it. I work at enjoying it. I like to share what I have with others. Therefore, I don't have much, but I don't care. If I can make it through the next minute, and made I hope that when I go and you can put on my tombstone, here lies Jack Gray, hope that you enjoyed them.